Hey, how you doing? I'm so glad to be here once again this morning. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for waking me up to see another day. Can I get an amen? I give it to myself. Amen. Yeah, I'm gonna ease on in here this morning. Um, Taking it easy. I listened to I listened to all of them, the playbacks of my podcast, and man, hyped. I'd be so excited. It sounds like I'm just screaming. It sounds like I'm screaming and hollering and all kinds of stuff. But to know me is to love me. So anyway, I'm not going to be able to say what you're going to get from me. Every day is a new day. You hear me? So anyway, happy baby Friday. Yes, it is. It's so beautiful outside today. I'm setting my timer for 10 minutes, and I don't want to ramble on today. I didn't even get my message across like I wanted to. I started to rush it out because I got a phone call from my daughter, and I did have a busy day yesterday. I have busy days every day, but and I'm trying to get into doing this at night and stuff too, like just different things. I'm definitely having a good time doing this, okay? So I always wanted to do it. And I love to talk and different stuff like that. So here I am. So today's message, you know, the inspirational word that I would like to give is I have a lot of stuff on my plate that I'm trying to accomplish, and I haven't even shared everything that I do with you all. You all don't even know what I really do. Just those that know me know what I do. But I'm always doing something. You hear me? There's always something to do. You should never sit around and say I'm bored or, life is this and that. It's always something to do, something to challenge yourself with, and different things like that. So. Um, I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. And here we go. So today, I just like to say, pick something off of your list. And this is in reference to making accomplishments, checking things off on your to-do list, or either gaining interest for something new you would like to try, and you just feel like, oh, I ain't got no time for this, or like you're not getting anything done. So, and am I one to talk? Yeah, yes, I am, because man, today what I'm doing, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing what I do, is to share. I'm sharing my life. I'm going to share my life with you guys. So, hit the subscribe button, because you are going to watch it. You're going to watch it all play right in front of your eyes. The growth that you will see in me, that you will hear in me, because I'm right straight in the beginning, nice and raw, and I'm learning. So anyway, I'm gonna be picking like one thing. Um, I'm gonna be picking one thing to do, and that's what we said to me and Baker Man on one of the podcasts. We said making 1,000 steps and starting by taking one step at a time, something like that. So I'm going to pick one thing off of my list, and I'm going to get it done. So, excuse me. I'm gonna pick one thing off of my list. Excuse me again, and get it done. Oh man, excuse me. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna pick one thing and get it done, and then I'm gonna pick something else. I'm not. I'm probably gonna pick something easy, right? I'm gonna pick like something easy so I can get it done, so I can feel a sense of accomplishment, and then I'm gonna pick something up again. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. You know what I can do? I know what I can do. Um, yes, I'm gonna pick one thing and get it done. I'm gonna pick something easy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick something easy, get it done. Pick something easy again, get it done. I'm gonna pick 3 things easy and get it done. And then my fourth thing is gonna probably require a little bit of time. And that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes when you write things down, you can write it down in your phone, and you can write it down on a piece of paper, or you can put it in your to-do list, like different things like that. Because sometimes seeing it is better than having it all stuffed in your head. And I have notes on my phone that that I tried to do. I got like my work schedule, and I got it Monday through Friday. Then I got in between stuff that I can do. And this is like something in the morning. And about time in the evening when I come home and I say I'm gonna go live again and stuff like that, I really don't have the energy or none of that sometimes, which I will make it time, but this is my time right here in the morning. But sometimes I don't have a lot of time in the morning, but I'm just trying to stay consistent with the show. So I got my work schedule, and in between my work schedule, like while working, and then say, oh, make this phone call, make some phone calls, stop here and go and see this person and stuff like that, which I gotta I do that too. That just came to my mind. I'm gonna do something tomorrow on one of my things for my son that I don't like. I'm going to make a change. I'll tell you about it later. um then I got like my grocery list. I keep that on there to try to remember things when I want to go to the store. Uh, I got YouTube notes and stuff, quick notes when somebody tell me something that I don't know where to put it at. Uh, and I got some other notes. I ain't gonna tell you all my notes, but I got stuff in here, and it's pretty good. So give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Guess who's back in the house? Yeah, I'm back. So sorry about that. Anyway, that's what we have going on. So let's take time to check off some things off of our list and get a sense of accomplishment and not feeling overwhelmed, because I'm pretty sure in today's society it's easy to feel overwhelmed, and it's always something that you feel like you may be doing, you got to do and stuff like that. And in between things that you have to do and wanting to get off of your list, make sure you have some good stuff on your list that just brings you satisfaction within yourself. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, even if it's like, I'm going to take 30 minutes and just sit on the porch in the sunshine, because vitamin D, you get your sun, some vitamin D, some peace of mind, and I'm just going to sit on the porch for 30 minutes and watch the birds do what they do, or whatever. I'm going to watch the squirrels do what they do. Like anything that you may want to do, okay? Anything. So let's not live our life in stress, because that stuff will kill you. So let's do the things that we need to do in order to accomplish our goals. And remember to set your own goals for yourself. Do not set goals that are set by society. You know, I read an article. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. And I am going over my 10 minutes, but let me excuse me, look into my, because I sent this to my email. And um what a shame. What a shame. Let me see if I sent it over here. Where is it? Yeah, so like I said, living in an overwhelming world and setting your own goals and plans that's destinated for you. Do not let this society tell you how to move and live and stuff. I read this morning. I'm not gonna read the whole article. I saved it. And yeah, and we're gonna have to get involved with stuff. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna pick one thing off of my list. I'm probably gonna pick, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna pick, but anyway, I read Florida. All right, I got it up. I had to pull it up. Florida child labor laws bill would let 14-year-olds work overnight and require meal breaks for 16 and 17-year-olds. So a bill aiming to lift some child labor restrictions was introduced to a Florida Senate committee on Tuesday. Excuse me, on Tuesday. It was introduced after some restrictions had already been lifted last year. Governor Ron DeSantis, something like that, and some Republicans are saying it would fill the void left by undocumented immigrants who are being removed from their positions. The Senate Bill 918 will let children 14 years old and up work overnight shifts that require no meal breaks for 16 and 17-year-old workers. It will also allow them to work unlimited hours during the school year. Children between the ages of 14 and 15 will be able to work without restriction if they are graduate high school or enrolled in a home or virtual program. Oh, my time is up. I'm gonna dismiss it. Yeah, so and it will also remove restrictions on children's ability to work earlier than 6:30 a.m. or later than 11 p.m. on school days. This bill passed through the Florida Senate's Commerce and Tours Committee. It will pass through two other committees before being introduced for a vote in the Florida Senate. Ain't that something? Excuse me. Ain't that something? Now give me some water. I gotta learn the trick. Hold on. Isn't that something? They trying to not trying, they get ready to work these kids. So this government is tricky. So everybody, including myself, I thought the immigration was crazy. It's on both sides of the parties, the Republicans and the Democrats. And I'm gonna try not to make this such a long conversation because I have went over my 10 minutes. But I'm reading that article, and when they do it in one place, it starts to spread out. So they're going, if this child labor law, and who cares you think gonna be working? But at the same time, capitalism don't really discriminate. So even though it seems like, and it is, that black folks are the ones being targeted, which we are, but Yeah, black kids, white kids, poor kids is going to be working. So this whole economy is in danger. Um, it's a money thing. It's a color thing too, but it's a money thing. So them people with this immigration stuff, because somebody got to do the work. Whether it be us as free people or what you call it, the prison leasing, like inmates doing it, immigrants doing it, black folks doing it, poor white folks doing it, but they're trying to make everybody. This is my opinion. They're trying to make everybody be on one level, like by taking away jobs, hitting the middle class, hitting different people, and stuff like that, so they can get everybody feeling the same, so that everybody can understand the message and the assignment, and then you'll be desperate for work. Because, see, our governor Youngkins here in Virginia, when they let a lot of the jobs go, he said, "Oh, it's jobs." He said it was over 200 jobs in Virginia that people could get, and they let like good jobs go with the federal and other places, but the DEI and all that stuff. It was people that had very good jobs that went to college for many years and all different stuff. Just even put in the experience, whether you had the degree or you got it from working that job, excuse me, for a long, long time. Um, when they let them go, he said, our governor, he said, there's other jobs out there that you can do. It may not be the job that you want, but it's a job. So they're taking away jobs. They're raising the price of food. They're doing rent is sky high. Excuse me, just so much going on. They want to get you in a really desperate situation that you're willing to do anything to survive. That's what it is. So you think it's just a black thing, but it's an economy thing. It's for the big people to keep making money. And that's why, excuse me, when people go, "Oh, don't shop at, hey, going to Target and stuff, that ain't going to change nothing." It's making a little change. It's making a little change. Target, Tesla, Walmart, all them type of people, they starting to feel the they starting to feel he go away. The baker man coming in. Excuse me. I'm gonna answer the call. Hey, 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 what do you say?
What's going on, T Monte? Are you on the air today?
I am. I'm on right now.
Okay. All right, all right, all right. That's what's up. What are you talking about this morning?
This morning I was talking about picking something off of your list to do, a to-do list. And because we may feel overwhelmed with what's happening in the world and just your life itself. And we don't want to be like hamsters in that wheel just running around or
like me.
I really feel like the big guys, like Trump and all the big guys, we the mouse in the cage. Like, this is America, and we're the mice,
The hamsters. Mice and hamsters.
Yeah, in this big cage that you call America, and they just watch us run around like that.
Getting a kick out of it.
Yeah,
Look at
getting
them
a
old
kick
devils
out.
up there running all hard and ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and then it's like they go on some like, oh, let's tell them they got it's a disease out and give them a shot or something and see what how these give a couple of them some shots and see how they act. Give this one a burger. Give him a poison burger and see how he do. Like it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Test mice too. Also, like the test. Being tested too. They're shooting us up and stuff.
Yeah. So
how they react to this. Are they going to be allergic to this? Or hey, look, they sick, but they still moving.
Tell them they fine. Tell them they fine. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, pick one thing off of your list and get it done. Pick something small. And while you picking stuff off of your list, like things that you have to do, because we are adults and stuff in this world and different things, but still pick something off that list that bring you just totally enjoyment. Like this, you are allowed to be selfish and just do something for you.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'm going to put sleep on my to-do list. I'm going to go right back and get to bed and go to sleep. That's I think I'm going to be good at that.
You're going to put to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's my to-do list, to go back to bed.
Okay. And you can do that. You can do that. Yeah. So I am fortunate enough to work for myself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Entrepreneurs.
Yes. So, I try to wake up at 7. Like 7, 8 o'clock is my wake up time. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I like. So, like, I'm gonna start working today around 11. I got to get out of here before 11, and I'm going to get up and fix me some breakfast. I'm going to do some things for me. So it gives me this opportunity to come on in the morning and try to say something positive to the people and to my family and my family of the future. So,
right. So that's on your to-do list.
That's one of my to-do lists, and I'm getting pleasure out of it. And then I try to do something for myself before I go do something for somebody else.
Yeah.
By the time I get back home, I ain't gonna say I'm dead tired, but I'm coming on the wind down. I really have my most energy in the morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick 3 things off of my list. That's easy that I can get done.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And I'll share one. So I have 4 children, and I treat them like kids still. And I can do that because they my kids and I'm their mama. I can treat them like kids if they 50-something years old and I'm still living. I still can treat them like kids if I want to because they mine. Yeah. Mega Man, I remember when I used to call you two and your mother. I said, "What you doing over there?" You said, "My mother fixed me lunch today." Remember?
Yes. She sure did.
She used to do little things like that. You never get too old for that.
No, not at all. I miss them lunches. Mm-hmm. Even though they were still, so even though she was a little skimping on the portions a little bit there. I guess she was trying to put me in the right frame because I guess I was getting a little overweight. So she started feeding me a little less than I said, hey, what's up with the low volume here? I feel like I'm at Subway. Come some more meat on that bread. Come on.
We
me cups of meat, huh?
We honestly don't need that much food as we think we do.
Right.
And that's coming from me. somewhat of an overeater. You know, I'm trying to switch up like how I love to eat, and when you're supposed to like live to, what is it? Eat to live, not live to eat. I'm messing it up. Let me try again. Eat to live, not love to eat. Because if you love to eat, you do that foolish stuff like I do sometimes. Ooh, cake is good. Because I made some. I had leftover bread, which leave that bread alone. And then I need to get back because I'm getting off a subject because now I'm going to start talking about bacon. But
you putting bacon on your to-do list. It seems like
I'm putting. You know what? I am gonna put bacon on my to-do list because I like to bake though.
No, you talking about baking? Actually, bake. I'm thinking of baking the bacon for lunch.
Oh, like bacon, like
bacon on the club sandwich.
Oh no, I'm talking about baking, like baking a cake.
Yeah, like the Baker Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about baking. So
okay, got you.
But I will put baking on my list because I never made homemade bread.
You know what? I don't think I have either. There's a little trick to it, right? You got to put yeast and all the other stuff, and make sure people ain't. I remember my grandma used to say, "Don't run through the house. You're gonna make the bread fall or something."
Hold on. We got another phone call. I'm gonna put her online too. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay, now you are. I'm on a live phone call. I mean, on a live.
Why you answering?
Because I'm putting you on it too. I've been answering yesterday. Naisha called, and I had her on live, and now you on live.
Hey, live. Live. Who's this?
That look, and Wayne on live with me too. That's Whitney.
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Whitney, what's going on, dear?
Nothing. Just dropped the kids off at school and embarrassed Lily because she got mad because I told everybody to move out the way. I said, move out the way. The queen come through with her birthday. She told her, Mom, you was so embarrassing.
Who birthday is it today?
Lily, mine was Tuesday and Lily's was today. Lily's today.
Okay.
So I ain't got to worry about no birthdays until November. Ooh, shit.
So you said when you took her to school, you told everybody move out the way. The queen.
Move out the way. The queen is coming.
Okay, well, tell her I said.
It's the queen's birthday. I said, when you get this, she said, Mommy, please, you're gonna embarrass me. I said, no, don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk.
Okay, now.
You gotta be able to. Don't talk the talk if you can't walk it off. Don't talk it if you can't back it up.
And what Bob doing?
They're doing great. So we had the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And we was up in there talking, and we had the meeting. At first, it was me, Deshaun, and her two teachers.
Deshaun told me about it.
The problem is the assistant administrator. So what she'll do, so if Shay can cover, or don't listen to class or whatever, they they'll get rewarded, with the church about, some of the church about today. So instead, if Shay get in trouble, she'll call Shay to the front and hold her, if she be, Shay be stop crying you get sick. No, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We not.
Yeah, and Deshaun explained it to me too.
What was going on and how did it start? Because they said Shay is above her level. She know how, what I'm saying. She know how to write her name and all that. She was even teaching say even when it comes to the 4-year-old, she doing more. Even though she's 4 and she's not in that class yet, but she's still doing more than some of them kids in there.
Okay, so
if they need a helper, that's who they call, like Lenny, because they said, I mean, Shady said she likes stuff neat. You know what I'm saying? She helped, like she do a good job of helping with us.
Mm-hmm.
So we was talking, like I said, now, like her spitting and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Her spitting and biting, I don't agree with that. But the teachers was even mad. They was like, we didn't know Shay was gonna get suspended for that many days. So my question, so basically, the lady that suspended her is the one who was always trying to baby her up. She comes from like private school.
Okay.
Like
But look,
private school setting, which is a totally different setting than, so she's used to more of the different color than what she's dealing with. And like them teachers be like, they're sort of like, oh Shay, you know, hold on, hold on.
hey, I think I need to get Whitney her own segment.
Uh-oh. What happened? Did she...
No, she said, hold on. She said,
oh.
All right, look, so, and we all live.
What was on your to-do list today, Miss Whitney? What you got going on?
Yeah, we're talking about to-do lists right now.
To do, that's I guess knocked it out. And I don't know. Whatever, look, Jiggle your son.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, look, we get ready to go. Tell Lele I said, happy birthday. And everybody on my live, did you check out the live that I sent you a link? Did you watch it yet?
Did I watch it or did you?
I don't know. Whitney, are you here? No, she went on hold again.
She's on hold?
Yeah, she's busy.
Okay. So she does have it. I thought she didn't have a to-do list. She was the to-do list was putting us on hold.
Yeah, she busy. You hear me? They're talking on telephone.
I went on. Whitney took us on a journey. But we love it nonetheless. So yeah, back to the subject at hand.
All right, let me hang her phone off hang hers up. So hold on.
Yeah, we get back with it.
All right. So Whitney is gone. That is
time as well. So
okay.
I might be dropping off soon. I can stay on for a minute.
But maybe one day we can have that for Fun Friday. We got Freestyle Friday, and today is Baby Friday. Maybe tomorrow we just take a lot of different phone calls, and it'd be whatever. But back to the do list. You know, we keep it real over here, and it's not one of those strict shows where we just like so gun-ho about getting the point across and stuff like that. It's just I want it to be something informative, but at the same time relaxing and just cool, you know. I read an article to the I'm gonna say to the kids, to the audience, that came across my feed this morning when I was talking about the rat race that they had created for us. And when I say do something off of that to-do list that help you accomplish some of your goals that you have set for yourself, not goals that is created by society, because society is, they rotten. They really, you can't even trust. You can't trust no one but yourself. So anyway, I was reading to them and excuse me, and I'll send this to you. You know, with this immigration stuff, and we were so happy, you know, and it's out of control, immigration, but it's been, you know, all the way back, and we're going to get into that with the men who built America, the Civil War, like all of this immigration been happening for a long time. But with the lately, to me, with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they let a lot of immigrants in. They was letting them in by the busloads and stuff. Like just getting crazy and giving them all kinds of perks and stuff. And then Trump coming along and saying, I'm going to get them out of here and stuff. And then everybody like, yes, I'm going to give you that vote for getting them out of here. But all of this stuff is a cat and mouse game with them, with the Republicans, Republicans and Democrats, a cat and mouse game, and we the little mice in the thing just running around. They playing the big game, and we're just the pawns in the game. So, just very quickly, I'm not going to read it. I read it to them, but I'm gonna give you a rundown of what's happening, and I can send you the article. You can hear me still? So, all right. I think this is gonna blow your mind. Florida child labor laws bill will let 14-year-olds work overnight and end required meal breaks for 16 and 17-year-olds. A bill aiming to lift some child labor restrictions was introduced to a Florida Senate committee on Tuesday. It was introduced after some restrictions had already been lifted last year. And it's the Governor DeSantis and Ron DeSantis and some Republicans are saying it will help fill the void by undocumented immigrants it will help fill the void left by undocumented immigrants who are being removed from their positions. Senate Bill 918 will let children 14 years old and up work overnight shifts and not require meal breaks. You hear me? No meal breaks. For 16 and 17.
Is this in the Project 2025 or is this something else?
It probably is. But right now it's like something they're gonna try to implement in Florida. And you know, Florida, I hear like that's where all them immigrants come. Like that's a interest point for them, right? In Florida. So I'm feeling like with what he did, ICE, Orange Man, what he did with ICE and all the fast deportation of immigrants, like it's probably a big urge in Florida need to get positions filled. So they'll start in Florida and then it was spread out. But it's enough people that need employment that they can actually get these positions filled where they wouldn't have to go after kids, but they're going to use the kids. And yeah, so they're talking about, and if you're 16 and 17 years old, you that required a meal break. I'm like, that's what they really need to eat. They still growing and transitioning. They need to eat. Everybody needs to eat. It will also allow them to work unlimited hours during the school year. The heck was school? But remember, when we go back into the education, how education was formed, it was never meant for you to go that long in school at 16 and 17. The goal is to build workers, not doctors and all of that type of stuff. But even though we need doctors and engineers, they hand selected, like who will go and learn this. But the majority of the people and the kids, they don't need to go to school. We're going to go over that. I got to get the information, but I think like after the 6th and 7th grade, because they train you to work and then you can get out there and work. So, you can work overnight. By the time you get 16 and 17, you can be fully blown to work. But the ages 14 and 15 will be able to work without any restrictions if they graduated high school. Are enrolled in a at-home or virtual program. Then, you got some of them very smart kids that can graduate 14 or 15, but shit, that's going to encourage the kids to want to graduate all fast and try to do nothing, because that means they get to graduate and work. They get to graduate to some hard work. So, This is something I'll send you the article because I'm not going to read the whole thing, but they like to try it in one area and then it spreads out. It's like a test palette, or how we just say all the little, mouse and hamsters and stuff running around in the cage. We're gonna try this with this group of people and see how it works, and then with these group, and then if it works good, we watch how it worked, and we'll spread it out. So, but I just think it's a shame, and
I'm kind of even wondering if that'll be a tough sell or that to process to implement, because I don't. There's so many things that would kind of work against it unless I guess in order for them to make something like that to happen, it would have to be some form of control, like in the way that the society is moving towards anyway. Like how they're building all of these buildings. They're not how they're building any homes anymore. If you notice, it seems like they're just building these apartments that are setting up everywhere. You notice?
Yeah, I mean, and that's a whole nother scenario right there too, because but this was happening a long time ago. So it's gonna be more of a corporate thing that own the homes. Like homes are getting so expensive that the average person cannot buy it. But already, like all over the world, it's banks, and this was going to happen. They were talking about this years ago. Banks, large corporations, and different people own these homes. They almost even trying to teach you renting is better than buying right now. So, but yeah, homes are being owned by corporations and being managed by property management companies and stuff like that, and they even taking over farmlands with the raising of farm animals and our produce and all that stuff. Like everything is taking a change. Everything is taking a change. And that's why I said we have to not try to play their game and try to win. That's not the strategy. Is to like try to figure out what they're doing. The strategy is to put together a plan that works for you and your family and master that plan. And that will help you either beat what society got going on or sustain yourself, because you're not going to be able to win this. I'm not going to say you're not going to be able to win this game, but man, I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game. So that's why I say pick some things off of your list and start to chop them down. Don't walk around feeling overwhelmed that you got to do this and I got to do that and I got to do this, because they want to have you living in a state of chaos. Because that's why Orange Man is putting out all these executive orders, right? All of them not passing through. That's why they writing articles like this. We get ready to work your 14 or 15-year-old children. There's nothing you can do about it. And we do have child labor law and we do have unions and different stuff, but they're trying to get rid of that. So even though here go, you fired, I fired the man that hired, that's in charge of the union or whatever. And then he go, oh, he fired them and he said he's going to take away. And he do. It is steps that they have to go through to really make it seem like it can sit in stone. But, they got to fight for it. And like, where are all the lawyers at and different things and judges and stuff? Like, make this stuff stop him. You understand? But it's the cat and mouse game that they doing. So you got to try to find your piece within that and what you can do. Now, ain't no child of mine. I mean, if he want to go work, my child want to go work, that's fine. But working them overnight and not giving them no meals and stuff like that, that stuff ain't gonna happen no more. That stuff is over. But how? I mean, you're gonna do it to the kids. One thing you're trying to already do it to us, but now you're picking on the kids. What kind of government even allow them to fix their mouth like that? What kind of person would even say stuff like that? Whoever wrote this article, whoever, it already passed 2 places. Like, let me see where they say it passed that. Because it's got to go back to the floor. Like, who even putting this together? Like, why somebody didn't even just say, no, we're not doing that. It's already making a way. Here you go. The bill passed through the Florida Senate's Commerce and Tourist Committee. It will pass through 2 other committees before being introduced for a vote in the Florida Senate, according to CNN. Why is it even moving around? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it even moving around? So where the people at? What is the word? Ethics?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they at? Like, number one, the person that wrote this article said, I'm not even going to publish nothing like this because it just don't make no sense. But anything for news. Say, oh, yeah, they about to work 14-year-olds overnight and then 16s and 17s can't get no meal breaks. This sound good, like a good news article to report. Let's write it. Instead of me, like if I was no, we not publishing nothing like that. We got, for one, we got dignity. Like, we just don't do that type of stuff. We're not working no 7. We're not gonna publicize nothing like this. So it's gonna run through, it can hit the news and everything and just keep passing and passing and passing. And then somebody need to fight, to stop it. But what I'm trying to say, who are these people that condone this type of conduct? It shouldn't even be nothing on the table for discussion. That's all I'm trying to say. It shouldn't even be up for discussion. Kids should be, like, they can work. And the sad thing about it, too, is like McDonald's, all the little side jobs were supposed to be like opportunity for kids to learn. And then, and then going like McDonald's, you start young. You here with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. I'm about to branch out in a minute, though.
Okay. Well, the young kids like McDonald's will work at McDonald's. They do really good. They can become crew leaders or lead. Then they can become manager. The DEI program will help them go to college and they can pay for it. And working at McDonald's, and they can become general managers and stuff like that. And it could be an opportunity. So they took that away. So ain't no kid, especially no black kid, gonna go to McDonald's. He can go to McDonald's and work, but he not gonna be able to get, become a leader, a crew leader, a manager. You remember how they used to even do the commercials and, go to school, become get money for college and become a manager, district manager. You remember those growth commercials they used to have? That's over with. That's over with. And so when some people go, well, don't worry about DEI. They never benefited us. I mean, it was designed to benefit us, but we didn't get all. They say we got 2 billion worth. Like, say if it's like 100 billion opportunities DEI, we only got 2 billion worth. But with them taking it away, like, you ain't gonna get none now.
Mm-hmm.
They
were saying that black folks were, I think, oh man, the numbers, I think, well, I forget the percentage, but it was actually the lowest percentage of all the groups, in DEI. I'm gonna send you the article if I can find that, the link. But it was, they did a study. They said that white men were the top recipients of DEI program, then white women, Then I think it was LBGT, I believe.
Mhm.
I might have it in order, but I do remember that white men and white women was top. And then Asian, Latino, and then
We the
I think
last.
black was last. So even the folk, yeah, it was black was last. So, but even still, that's bad. That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, that percentage, if you get rid of it all the way completely, that like going back to what you saying, some was better than none. And even still, I look at it like even that low percentage was still qualifying somebody within our group to get something.
Yeah.
So I understand where those people, like you got some of the content creators that I've heard say that we don't benefit from no DEI. How they the ones that try to mostly be the conservative channels that are very strong. The ones I'm talking about.
I know.
They always say,
I know.
always kicking up for the effery. So, but their thing was, well, we don't benefit anyway. And so my thing is, yes, that's true, but I don't want to just go to a zero instead of, even being at the lowest. I would rather some of my people still get something better rather than nothing at all.
That's right.
That's how I look at that. But but that's true. So, but I'm gonna have to bounce off there and let the family know that we love them and we support them and build Black better. And let's get it. Let's do that. Get that to-do list going.
Okay, and I'm gonna head on out with you. I hope you all gain something from this. Always feel free to, in the comments, add your input. We can always double back on this and talk about it some more, which we will, because this stuff is a non-ending conversation. And to me, it don't even have a beginning and ending point. Like you talk about this and then you end up talking about that. It's a lot. So, but we addressed it, and just do something off your list. And don't be overwhelmed doing it. Don't play the game that they designed for you to play. Play your own game so you can win. And with that, we are out of here. Have a good day.
I can see things looking wild and looking tired and looking for me. Oh, right. Hey, but I said it ain't gonna happen.
Okay.